Let's get a decent view here. Let's go hang out for a little bit today. Just gonna do some random stuff I got laying around the shop. Got enough things to get caught up on, but I got some small work we can do. Let's get to it. Get the laptop set up here. Let's get some stuff done today. All right, there we go. Turn down that volume. All right, cool. All right, what am I going to work on first? Let's see. We should do a set of tires. There's the slide box. Something easy. Let's just do a quick set of tires on a set of bead locks. On the Slash. Harold, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's set this laptop up a little different. Yeah, I'm just going to do a random one today. Going to hang out, see what everybody's up to. Just get caught up on some small stuff. Walking your mom's dog. Cool, man. Nice day out today. It's a little wet yet. Hoping today it won't rain anymore and I can get caught up. Do some stuff tomorrow. Ugh, this thing's dirty. You're gonna have to clean this truck too. Good Lord. It's all grass, nothing big. Yeah, I got a new set of tires for this. You can put the bead locks back on. Then an 8-hour road trip to go dirt biking. Nice. Yeah. Work called me to see if I wanted to do something, but I'm not today. These two are okay. These two still got a little life in them. I'm going to use them again. Throw them on the back. We'll eat them up. Or wait, no. Can I do that? Front. Nope, they're going on the front. All right. That's okay. The backs will catch up. You like that color? Yeah, this was actually the first new nitro I ever bought. Yeah, this thing needs the air hose bad. Yeah, I usually don't buy them brand new. This is the first one. And try this view. I'll do this one today. Need the room. As you can see, these things are baloneyed. They're done. No grip left out of them. These aren't too far off, but I'm still going to run them a little bit. That's cool. Mine was the Revo. It was nothing close to new. Yeah, I got two Revos. I actually just sold one. Well, traded. A buddy of mine wanted it, so away it went. I have one more left, so we're going to work on that maybe later. I got something I have to do to that. These are the, whoa, that's why I said I need more room. These are the Proline bead locks. I do not like these wheels. I don't recommend them. And it has the STRC bead locks. They make different colored bead locks for them so you can customize them. They work fine. But these bead locks are junk. I hate these things. Every week I have to fix one of these because the tires come flying off. It's just not a great design. It doesn't work. And no, it's not because of the different bead lock. I've tried it with the stock bead locks. Yeah, we probably were, Harold. These ones are stuck. There we go. But as I was saying, these bead locks, they're junk. I have a set of these on my car that I take to the boat launch. It's only a 2S powered. It's got a Castle unit. It's pretty quick, but I wouldn't call it real fast. And it always had Proline tires on them. And it just, the beads pop off. I mean, you'll see a tire, RC Empire, Texas. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Opening up the bank today. SLC, what's going on, brother? But yeah, these beadlocks are just absolute, they're junk. I don't like them. I wish they would come up with a redesign because they do not hold. I mean, if I'm running them on 2S and I'm flinging them off, just saying hi. All right, brother. Well, hey, good seeing you. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be up and at it again tomorrow. Seems like these ones are sticking pretty damn good, though. I'll tell you what. All right. This should only be like the second or third set of tires on these, so this is a prime example. But, yeah, RC Empire, thank you for the dono, man. It's going to go somewhere. We'll find something to do with it. I need fuel. A-Main is also aggravating me at this moment. Let's see if we can crank this up a hair. There we go. It's the second time it's happened. I know I should have watched it. I've ordered I had to order a part for that axial rift, and it's on back order. So, long story short, well, it's not a back order. It's in their supply chain back order. And, yeah, they held up my whole damn order because of that one part. So now I don't have any 20% nitro fuel. I did not get the exhaust gasket for the T-Max. Like, I'm kind of pissed at myself. I should have noticed. So what's everybody else up to today? Like I said, this is random. We're just going to get caught up on some small projects today. These the same tire? Proline, Badland, 10156. Yeah, look at the difference. Maybe I will just do it. No. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do all four. Look at the difference. You can see in the tread pattern, man. These ones are whooped too. But, like, they're still good. I don't want to... Like, these are garbage. These are garbage. They're flat. But look at the difference. Holy crap. Maybe I should just do four. What do you think? There's a couple of yous here. Should we just do all four? I mean, I don't think it's worth keeping these on there. They look like shit. It's not gonna... It doesn't even look like the same tire anymore. Yeah, I think we're gonna break down all four. Yeah. Yep, I got them. Let's do it. We'll break down all four. Let's strap them all down. This is a rear offset. Okay. So what's everybody else got going on today? Harold's walking the dog. What's everybody else got going on? I gotta have something going on today. I'm sure OG's out jumping his stuff. Hopefully he's feeling better. RC Empire. Hey, bro, what you think about the new FMS Bronco coming next Friday? I haven't really looked into it. I don't own any FMS, so I was looking more at the new release HPI came out with. Those new, what's it called? Von Gittin styled Broncos. Those look pretty cool. But I've been hearing a lot of noise about that Bronco, so there must be something going on. What do you think about it, RC Empire? You thinking about picking it up? You're asking about it. Seems like you're interested. Are you going to buy it? Wait for you to do a review on it. I'll check it out. Oh, jeez. See, I don't even know if they're worth hanging on to. These are dunzo. These aren't even good for on the road. All right. File them over here for the time being. Well, let me like that, will it? No. There we go. We can do that. All right. Let's put this to the side. That's also a front. Or a rear. These rears. These are the rears. Okay. Picked up another awesome nitro. If you guys seen the short that I put out yesterday, Yeah, that is one that I picked up. It's a beautiful truck. It came from the it's the owner's son of the hobby shop that we had local. That last day is tomorrow. It's a shame. I'm really gonna miss that place. And I was trying to get him to sell it to me before he passed away, and he said it was his son's and he didn't want to sell it. I'm like, all right, I got you. Okay, we're gonna need a flathead. These things are stuck. Well, I finally was able to buy it, and I got a really good price on it. I mean, that was second fact, but it's mine now. It's mine now. Solid labor over here building pipe welds. My favorite RC tires are Endura. Yeah, I only have one one crawler, and it's not even a crawler. It's a bouncer. I'm sorry. I have that axial rift, and I had a lot of problems with that. We did that live a couple of weeks ago on it where I was installing the 2-speed, and that was an absolute nightmare. I ended up burning the servo up. I think it was my fault. I don't think I had the I think I had the travel up too high, and I was just asking too much from it. It literally lasted about a few minutes and just caught fire. So I'm not having very good luck with that right now. But I got another servo. We can try that again. I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but we're going to try it again. It seemed like the shaft to do the shifting from the 1 to 2 was way too tight in the case. Well, I clearanced it. I made it work. I modified their design a little bit, and it seems to work a lot better. So we're going to try it. Building pipe welds. I'm guessing that's on the pipeline. You work for the gas company? Good money in that gas company, but that's your life. You're there. You're there. You live there. I have a buddy that works for Williams. Oh, jeez. These rings are still stuck to the tire. All right. All right. So yeah, these are the Proline Badlands MX SC short course tires. I ended up picking up 4 of these. They were on sale. Like I said, the hobby shop was closing. I got them. I need them. So I guess I'll grab the other set. There we go. Now, I know I usually do, before I glue a tire, I'll take them over to the sink. I'll run them over with the Simple Green and get the stuff off them. With these being a beadlock, I don't believe that that's necessary. It doesn't seem to hinder it doesn't seem to help, let's put it that way, because I've done it 1,000 times on that other stuff, which I'll show you that later. I got to pull that out and fix it for today. It doesn't seem to help or do it doesn't hurt anything. So let's show you how these work and why I think they kind of suck. Man, I can't believe the difference the way that tread looks. I thought those tires were whooped. Nitro Pimp, what's going on, brother? Are you on lunch? We're gonna put some new tires on the Nitro Slash and just try to get caught up on some small stuff today. Yeah, I'm always working, so Fridays are always kind of iffy for me. Or me and my daughter have plans. We just do that instead. But today, she's laying low, doesn't want to do much. And I don't want to go to work. I worked enough this week. Oh, come on, laptop. There we go. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Had an actual dumpster fire. Took 6 extinguishers and a bunch of buckets of water to get it out. Damn. Be more careful, man. Whoa. we get that from time to time at work. We have we deal with food mostly, so I mean we don't really get too many fires, but there was one. It happens. We had a bigger problem this week. We have our main cooler went down and lost a lot of product. Let's put it that way. It was not a cheap week there. Somewhere in the figure of about probably $600,000 in product. All right. All right. So the Proline tires have a pretty large lip on them. If you look on the inside of this here, it's pretty thick. Basically, that's all that holds that tire on, is it just basically feeds into this channel. It seems like these tires held on a lot better than a lot of the other ones. But, like, you got to sit here and feed this thing in there, because if you just take it and put that bead lock on right now, it's coming back off. No doubt. But the other Proline tires, here, let me see if I can find one. No, I have others. It's a DE. Here you go. Here's the problem. This is a short course. That is a short course based wheel. So I should be able to fit any type of short course base tire on it, made by Proline. Do you know what I mean? That should be the assumption. I would think if you're buying a short course style beadlock rim, like so, that any of the 2233 or whatever it is size tires would fit. This is also made by Proline, and you can see the difference. The beadlock is a lot smaller. So these fly off. If you buy their drag slicks, like you would use on like a drag slash, or you just want a good slick, does the same thing. They just fly right off. So, I don't know. Personally, I feel that this is a bad design by Proline, and I don't buy them anymore. But these Badlands stay on pretty good. All right. Damn, that hurts. Yeah, dude. It was a bad week there. It's been a bad couple of weeks there. But we'll get through it, and I'm sure they got insurance. All right. The reason I was able to I used the gun on the way out. I want to make sure I take my time and get these in by hand, because I want to make sure they're even for the best chances of everything kind of staying where it belongs. Nitro Pimp, I seen that you had that Duratrax out, man. That's pretty cool. I have the same one, but the different body. And it's funny that the Hot Bodies is the same exact truck. Same truck. Do 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 do. What the hell is this? I love pop-ups. One more. gonna use that $5 donation to get some glow plugs. I'm all out of Traxxas glow plugs. All right, let's give it once around. Cool. Yeah, that looks better. We got some grip now. There we go. Okay, 3 more. What's everybody else up to today? I'm just chilling. Got a lot of people sitting on the wall right now. I don't really like doing these randoms, but I don't like just sitting here. See what everybody else is up to. Yeah, putting fires out. Shit, man. What the hell burned? It being a shop, I'm sure it could be anything, but I'm sure you got a Cintas or something that recycles the rags, so it ain't the rags, probably. Actually, I picked something up the other day, Nitro Pimp, that I think maybe you might need. Maybe. There's only a couple of people, I think, out there that have one that might need it. Do you have a Sen with the 7.6 engine in it? I picked this up basically to save it, because it was at the hobby shop, and 21 years of speed. 21 years of speed stickers all gone, lids are gone. Sad day. Aw, oh, man. Yeah, do you have a Sen with the 7.6 in it? It's got, I think it's a 7.6. That's what the part is for. Genesis, you have it with the 7.6. I'm pretty sure those ones you got, didn't you just unbox them? They're brand new. So you might not need it. But here, let me show you what I got. Where did I put it? I know I hung it up somewhere. See, this is the problem. Now I can't find it. Where did it go? There it is. I saved this because I didn't want to see it go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows where it would end up. And I'm sure everybody that does Nitro knows that somebody's going to need this. This is a brand new OE, in the package still, Sen cooling head for the 7.6. It comes with the head button as well. But if you have one that took a dump, that flipped over, you know you ain't going to find this anywhere. I got one. So think about that. If that's something you need, hit me up. I still have those HPI battery boxes for you as well. I still have them here. I got to get a hold of you. I'll get your address. I'll ship them out if you want them. Who else we got here? Nitro Bob, what's going on, brother? Still see you didn't find your password yet, or have you given up on that? But yeah, I figured that cooling head, I wasn't going to just let that hang there. I picked it up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I don't own either, but I know somebody sometime is going to need that. And I've already dealt with the whole I got to find parts for a Sen thing, and it straight up sucks. I had to buy that little brace from the UK, man. And that head's kind of neat, too. Because if you see the ones, I guess, that came with the vehicle, like yours would say Send and then have Genesis on the bottom. This just says Send. It doesn't say Genesis. So this came made for like a box engine. This wasn't for an RTR vehicle. So Bob's just here. Hey, we're just doing random stuff today. I went through and I'm gonna put new tires on the Nitro Slash, and yeah, these are kind of, a couple of them are still like halfway. I'm gonna hang on to them, but you can see that third one. Yeah, it's a Goodyear Bald Eagle. They're done. So I got brand new set of Badlands to replace those bad Badlands. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I got some other little things. We're just going to catch up on small things today, see what's going on. I miss anybody? Nah. Nitro Pimp's putting fires out, literally. And I'm complaining about these Proline beadlocks and how they suck. Has anybody else had any good luck with these? You see where Rynks is selling half-worn tires new and back. What? Why would you want half-worn tires? You're going to have to expand on that one, Nitro Pimp. What are they trying to pull? What are they trying to do? It selling as a broken package, or are they used for a better price? Designed to be worn out. Well, if I'll tell you what, keep an eye on that, because if that's a trend now, and you can make money off it, I'm sitting on a small fortune here. Broke in. Oh. I've seen that before. I mean, you're from the drag racing world. You've seen that before. You used to go on Tire Rack. You used to be able to get them heat cycled and prepped. So I mean, if you're doing some type of racing, I can understand that. Or if you're doing rock crawling or something like that, maybe they mess with the compound a little bit or lap them in or something. That I would understand. I can understand that. Like, even like when I race stock Slash, man, those tires ain't stock. I play with them a little bit. I have a little bit of a process, if you would, that I do. I'm not cheating. I'm not doping. I'm not doing nothing bad, but, you know. Bob's on fire, but he finished. That's good. All right. These are the fronts. Yeah. There's our fronts. We got to do the rears, get those mounted up, put them on the truck. I got to take this up the garage next time and clean it. I'm trying to think. I think I blew the glow plug out of it last time I had it out. Still has the GPS locked into it, too. I can take that out. Yeah, we're going to remove that. We're not playing with that on this right now. I'm not surprised that there's a market for that, to be honest with you. Pre-prep tires, I mean, some people, hey man, to get the right edge, people will pay. I've been loving the Nitro Slayer and Slash. Yeah, my buddy has a Slayer. I still have to pick it up off him. I forgot about that. I keep buying stuff, other stuff. I got a pretty cool project coming up amongst the many other pretty cool projects. I got to actually buy another shelf today. We are officially out of shelf. Again, I started out with 2 shelves. Now I got 3. Now I need 4. So we got a problem. Like I said, what I've been doing is we've been picking 1 or 2 trucks or cars or whatever at a time. I just got one pretty sweet. Which one, a Slayer or a Slash? I've been going through the selection here, maybe like 1 or 2 trucks at a time. I want to go through them, and I want to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're shifting all the gears, they run properly, and if they do, they'll be torn down, cleaned properly, and we'll move on to the next one. I just don't want to have so many irons in the fire, because we have, just sitting here, I still have to finish the T-Max. I have to finish the Savage 25. If anybody's seen that new short that I just put up, I got a beautiful Survivor 21, a beautiful 21. That's not going to require a ton of work, but still needs work. I have the Hot Bodies Dirt Demon. I have the Duratrax Thunderquake. We have an RC10 GT version 2 blue chassis. I have to get a body for the Triple X NT. I have a complete Triple X NT to work on. We have... My Revo has some issues. We're going to work on that. That one wouldn't be too bad. The buggy has issues. That's got to come apart. That's going to be tomorrow. What else we got? I got a lot of work to do. Let's put it that way. Fun work, though. Bob, what'd you get? A Slayer or a Slash? There we go. Start getting the front into the channel. But yeah, these Proline bead locks, it seems like they work fantastic for these tires. But if you use any other Proline tire, like I said, I run the Bald Eagles or the Hoosiers on my car that we take down the boat launch and play. We play on black asphalt. It's not super high grip, but it's grippy. And we, what else? I only have it on 2S. It's only on 2S, and it throws tires every week. That's literally what I have to fix today. I guess Bob's not going to tell us what he bought. He's just going to show us, I guess. So what's everybody else up to today? We got 5 in the chat. More than I figured would show up. Like I said, being random. Our Saturday mornings we do pretty well. I figured today we just do something. Get something done. Wanted to sleep in. Had to go to the DMV today. Get my license renewed. Wasn't bad. Stood in line for a half hour to get in the place, but it only took me another half hour to get out of the place, so I'm cool with it. Pennsylvania just started that bullshit with the real ID. I don't know if the other states started doing that. That's all the place was. It was full of people getting that real ID. I don't understand why I need one. Because in order to get a real ID, you have to show like a birth certificate. Got it. And a proof of residency. That's it. It's not really difficult to get. It's just another money grab if you ask me. Well, in order for me to do anything, because I have a CDL, I have to basically show that plus more. It's harder for me to do, like if I want to go in just to put a new endorsement on my CDL, I got to show birth certificate, I have to show social security card, and I got to do all that stuff. I got to do a lot of stuff. But it's harder for me to do any amendments to my license than it is to get a real ID. But for some reason, I still need to pay $140 for my license and then pay for a real ID afterwards. It makes no damn sense. This thing's just covered in seeds from the grass. It's just absolutely gross. I'll clean it later. So what do you think? Do you like this view better than when I do it from the front of the bench? I think you get a better view of the truck and what's going on from the front, but I think this is just a better view. Seems like more people shoot from the side. All right, final one here. Take off those stock wheels and put these bad boys back on. These Badlands are a damn good wheel tire. I mean, I really do like them. All right, start feeding the front. Lasso Kid, what's going on? All right, Nitro Pimp. Honda's gone. Toyota parts check is written. Like lunch, but different. Yeah. Working in a garage can be fun. I mean, how do you guys deal with it down there in Florida? Like, Pennsylvania, man, we got, you know, we run a lot of rock salt in the winter, so rust is always an issue. But you guys are right there by the ocean, so you get the sea salt. Is the rust an issue in Florida as well? Because, I mean, the usual technique is head south for the bodies, you head north for the interiors, but I don't think they mean the coast. That was my biggest thing I hated working in a garage, is working on something that is completely rusted. We get light corrosion, rust is the devil. No, I mean, we get complete and total rot boxes. Like the last one I remember doing that I couldn't stand. I did a complete front end on a Ranger. Ball joints, tie rod ends, wheel bearings, the whole nine on this Ranger. This thing was so rotted. Like everything that wasn't painted was a new coat of brown. It was so bad. Getting that thing apart was an absolute nightmare. Air hammers and oh my God. Like it was, why the guy fixed it, I have no idea. But hey man, I'll take your money. It was a full day's job to do because, I mean, this was not a, let's throw some PB Blaster on it and we'll be good. Now this was a, yeah, we're going to need heat. We're going to need PB Blaster. I'm going to be here all day cutting. Oh my God. I'm still trying to sell that Sen Colossus. I am not in the market for any type of Sen, brother. I actually did something to mine. If we get, let's see. I don't know how many likes we got. How many likes we got in here? If we can get enough likes, I'll reveal the new body for this Sen I got. Rob, what engine is in it? There you go. Sure you want to sell it? There you go. We're talking a lot about Sens lately. I was just showing Pimp. I got a cooling head for the 7.6. I'm not buying anything. Yeah, I do. What's the cooling head look like on that thing, Bob? Brand new in the package, red 7.6 Sen Racing cooling head and button. Brand new. If you know anything about Sen, you know how hard those are to find. You ain't gonna. I got one. Never was able to run it. Never got the pull start or one-way bearing yet. Yeah, the Sen stuff is a pain. I think of all the ones that I've done so far that I would say gave me the runaround on parts is definitely that Sen. Like, and I got the little one, man. The Genesis, I believe, is actually easier to get parts for. You can find more Genesis on eBay. The price, okay, we're not going there. We're not going to talk about that. But, I mean, as far as getting parts for that MT Spec 3.0, forget about it. Rob, we talked about it. Slacker. But I got a new buggy coming, by the way, too. Definitely not new. New to me, buggy. Hopefully the guy will have it shipped out before the weekend. I can have it sometime for next week. Man, these little seeds are everywhere. I feel like I'm working in a sesame seed bun right now. Bob's lost in the sauce, man. The $24 LRP Roto Start fits the 7.6. Well, there you go. I have one of those Roto Starts. I bought it for my 32, and it just won't work in that Savage. It's the one where it's clocked. You can either clock it 12, 6, 3, or 9. I need one that's at like 130, or in between 1 and 2. These things are everywhere. All right, we need a front. That's a rear. Fronts. Red 40. What's a red 40? What you talking about, Bob? All right. Yeah, just like this carbonated water, sparkling ice. I got a case of it a while ago. Zero sugar, vitamins, antioxidants. Does it have red 40 in it? Carbonated water, blackberry juice concentrate, fruit and vegetable juice for color, natural flavors, green tea extract, acetine, vitamin E, vitamin B3, potassium, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, biotin, vitamin B12, sucralose, it's some kind of sugar, citric acid, some tartic acid, gum arabic, and potassium. Nope, not in this. The one Chinese place we order from time to time, I mean, it's funny because we don't order there even weekly. Every time we order something, man, they hook us up. I used to stock those at my old job. Yeah, they used to hook us up with stuff, and sometimes, like, it's really weird stuff, and I'll try it, but I don't know what half of it is. But they included those drinks, and I actually kind of liked them, so I picked up a case of them, and that case has been floating around here for a year. If I don't want to go upstairs, it's right on the other side of the wall here on a shelf. I just grab one of them. I'll give them that. These wheels do look a lot nicer than the stock ones. I used to stock those at my old job. Yeah, I don't remember where I even got those. Probably Amazon. All right. Which ones do you like better? The silver stockers or the Pro lines with the STRC style bead locks? These look a lot better. I dig them. Just want to say thanks for being so cool. Yeah, I'm not cool. I ain't cool, man. I'm just an old man playing with toy cars. Alright, we got that. Which I do got to get out. I got to get some glow plugs for this thing. I'm out. We're going to remove that GPS too. Oh, crap. Did I screw up? I think I screwed up. Yeah, I did. Can't be grabbing from the same stack, man. Pro line for sure. I'll be there. I'm 25. Man, that's a long time ago. My birthday's next week. I got another one coming. Catch you up again. Took off Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm always off Friday and Saturday, so I got a short week at work. I was like, you know, my birthday's coming up. I am not working on my birthday, but I'm also not working 2 days before it. Screw them. They'll figure it out. All right. We need a rear. It's front. Oh, well, thanks, Pimp. That and you're waiting for the fire to sizzle out, I guess. Happy early birthday. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what. Maybe just go out and get some wings and some beers or something. Just chill. Ain't like it used to be. Shit. This is my 25th birthday, like you said you are. Man, it'd be a weekend. It'd be a whole week celebration. Mine's on Friday. We be tore up from the floor up probably all week. Run the bill up and then go, oh shit, get back to work on Monday. But no, nah. Hang out with the old lady and the kid, maybe get something to eat. That's it. Enjoy it. All right. I'm going to have to open up the radio tray. I'm going to get this GPS up out of here. I tried to do a little speed run thing that the Fun Zone's putting on. And this thing was terrible. This thing was absolutely terrible. Got an RC swap meet tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. Nice, dude. Yeah, my birthday's next Friday, the 8th. I got to get to another swap meet, but I really don't need. Looking for a Slash LCG 4x4. I have pretty much a complete 4x4. You're the 18th. There you go. 10 days later. And like 30 years earlier. I'm trying to think. October, my favorite month. Real close to Halloween too, man. Damn. I have a Slash 4x4. It's a roller. It's pretty nice, man. I'd let it go. I don't know if you'd want to ship it though. Trying to think of what I got on it. I think it has some RPM parts on it. It's a 4x4. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the LCG, but I have an LCG chassis. It's pretty clean, actually. Pretty nice. All right, let's get this radio out of here. Or GPS. Oh, I was going to say, it's a, yeah, the shipping sucks. They have, the Fun Zone was having a 10 scale off-road speed challenge, and they're electric guys, you know? Yeah, we'll talk. They're electric guys, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to put a nitro into the mix, you know, be that guy. And this thing was ass. This thing was terrible. I could not get enough track. I mean, I was doing it in grass. I didn't know when they said off-road, most of them were doing it in grass, like baseball fields and shit like that. Well, I did it in a baseball field. The grass was a little high. It was against me. But I couldn't get more than 30 miles an hour out of this thing. It was absolutely horrid. Mostly because, well, I wasn't running these. What was I running? I was running these stock tires. And these are pretty much brand new BFGs. These aren't Kumos, I mean. And I couldn't get traction. I'm doing like 30-mile-an-hour rolling burnouts. This thing is absolutely just wide open, just screaming. That's why the glow plug took a shit. You can't hold this thing wide open for as long as I did. I mean, it was over revving. I was being abusive that day. I couldn't believe it that it went that slow. This thing's supposed to be 50 and up. Will it do it on the street? I think it might. I've had this thing ripping pretty good. But with that being said, it failed me that day. It didn't work. I might still try it. It's 10 scale. It could be 4-wheel drive. I was hoping that little Sen would do it, but that engine that's in it just don't have the nuts. It's not there. All right, open up the battery box and get this thing out of here. All right, there's my hammered. This is what I'm going to start putting the donations towards, I think. I definitely need a new GPS. This thing was ejected at over 80 miles an hour out of the felony, and it's dead. It's shot. Yeah, I gotta take this to the garage and blow it out. What happened to the Sen video that disappeared? Dude, I am having such problems with that GoPro right now. I am livid about it. I wish you didn't bring that up. I can't get the sound right. Every time I take it out, I sound like the friggin' teacher from friggin' what's his name? Charlie frickin' Brown. That little asshole Charlie Brown. It muffles everything. I cannot get it. I couldn't deal with it. I personally put it up and I watched it and I'm like, I can't deal with that. It's an old GoPro Hero 5. I know it's old as hell and yeah, and all that. We got it. I gotta do something. Use your phone. One, I don't have a mount for the phone. I'd have to get something. And I don't know. I like using the GoPro. I'm working on it. I adjusted some settings on it. I'm gonna go out maybe tomorrow and try again. We'll try the Sen again. I adjusted the shift point again anyway. And we're gonna try it again. If it still sounds like ass, I'm just gonna get a new GoPro. I'm gonna buy a brand new one with the media mod. I'm not messing with it no more. I lost 2 videos that day because I also ran some other stuff. Selfie stick with a tripod built in is 16 bucks. Yeah, but I can't physically hold it. I need something with like I can clip to my hat. That's what my GoPro does, or something like that, because I can't hold it and drive. It's just I'm not even gonna try that. That's a mess. Just like this damn truck. This is driving me up a wall. I might take this apart and do it tonight. This is gross. Like I said, I feel like I'm working in a sesame seed bun. This is disgusting. Look at this. I should have cleaned this before when I brought it back, but I'm an asshole. That's what we get. And I'm out of Traxxas glow plugs at the moment, which is another problem. But I digress. We'll try it. We'll try again later. Tape your phone to your hat. I'm not taping my phone to my hat. We're professionals here, Bob. We're 700 deep, man. You can say things are getting real. Not really. But no, I'm gonna get it figured out. We'll be solid again. I only get a couple of days a week, if that I can actually go and run something. Check the mic on your GoPro to make sure that no debris is in it. Correct, Dad. I went over it. The GoPro's in good shape. There's nothing in it, I don't believe. I just think it's old and tired. I mean, that thing, they're on like what now? The 13? I got a 5. Put a sock on it? No, it's not like wind noise. It's just there's nothing covering it because the only thing that's on that GoPro is the actual mount that it comes with, that little case, you know what I mean, that has the holes and stuff all in it. So there's nothing blocking the sound. It just sounds like shit. It just wah, wah, wah. I'm not putting myself out there like that. Forget about it. All right. Yeah. Check this out. That looks like 100% better. Just put some new skins on that sucker. So I gotta get some glow plugs. Take this thing out again. This thing's a blast. All right. What do I gotta work on now? I don't think I have one of those. That's that. I don't have a coupler. I need to get a coupler for the pipe on the Revo because that ripped. I got it. My Hero 5 session died a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, it still works good. It charges good. There's nothing else wrong with it. It's just that sound is ass. I was looking at the new one, the 13 with the media mod. It's going to run me about $4 It's not terrible, but it's got that external camera on the external mic right there on the top and everything. You can directly plug because I was looking at the mod, so you can do an external mic on the 5. You have to buy this little plug, and it goes to a box, and then you can plug them. It seems like a lot of bullshit. That and it's $50. So consider $50 plus I got to buy a half decent mic, so let's say $20-30 for a nice one. So I'm up to $80. That's almost a quarter of the cost of just buying a brand new one and being done. And then I'll take that 5 and I'll strap it to a truck, or we can do, you know, more dangerous things with it and not care if it, you know, if it dies, it dies, you know. But all right, got this done. Let's fix the boat launch car. I'm gonna go race that today. So, like I said, these piece of shit bead locks is the reason I gotta fix it. So, let's put this back. I'm gonna grab that. We'll do that next. Bam. The old beater. In case anybody else needs to know. Tom cheats. That's not a sticker. I painted that right on the car. Tom cheats. All right. So this is just a basic 2-wheel drive slash. We race these at the boat launch. There could be 8 to 10 of us on this little homemade track that we put together. Just black asphalt. We put a cone up and we run it. It's more of a bash session than anything, to be honest. Let's inspect the other tires while I'm here to see if they're coming off. If they're not coming off, wonderful. I modified these rims. Tom always cheats. Toms are cheaters, man. I modified the back wheels on this. The problem I was getting with these is they're not vented at all. These tires are not vented. The wheels are not vented. It's made for a slash, so they probably figured, screw it, don't worry about it. So I took it and I drilled a couple of vent holes on the inside on both pieces, and it seemed to help. These things would get hot, and you could tell the inside was starting to puff up. These things would get skinny, like they would actually grow. And that's when I thought the beads were flying off. It's because the air was puffing them up. Boom, the tire came off, and that was that. But it didn't really help. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe it came off half of the time, but they're still coming off. I've tried everything. I mean, I've tried, you can't use any type of a CA glue on them because obviously you put CA glue on a bead lock, you're never getting this thing back apart. And you just wrecked a set of wheels. So don't do that. A couple of buddies have tried using like shoe goo because it's a little bit easier. You can peel it off. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I think they should work as advertised and hold. I mean, it's a simple design. It's just that it just doesn't work. All right, let's yank these apart. Looks like only one was flying off, so this will be a short fix. But yeah, we all race them. It's got to be a 2-wheel drive slash, and it's kind of a run what you brung. And I don't really bring a whole lot. I don't win. I just go for fun. I don't care that much. Look, I got a shock off here. Okay, we'll have to fix that quick. Always something. Check the screws. Screws are good. But yeah, that shock is off. But yeah, these tires do not stay on. Those circle track style tires don't stay on. I mean, I've had these come completely off. I mean, I've come around a corner and I've flung this the rubber of the tire off, and then you watch the foam come off right after. I mean, it's just poof, and I got to go look for parts. Like, I mean, these things straight up suck. Let's see if we can take a look. And I mean, if you look at the beads, the main difference, there's more meat on the inside of these. These never flew off to what these have. And those are a lot harder compound. But it's either that or I got to use like a GRP buggy wheel or something. That's what everybody else likes to go to. I just like to keep it simple. And I rebuild this off spare parts because, like I said, when we race, look at the body on that thing. Somebody looks like they beat it with a hammer. But like I said before, we're going to go back to, I adjusted some of the settings on the GoPro, and I'm going to try again maybe tomorrow. As long as the rain holds off today, the oval track should be dry. I have yet to show you that. If anybody caught that video before I tore it down, you got to see the oval track. It's a pretty badass place. Or maybe we'll go racing. We'll find somewhere to go racing tomorrow. We'll look around. I don't think I want to go to the off-road track. Would be too far, too late. All right, gotta work this in. Yeah, this also has the STRC rings on it. Sell a bunch of different colors for them. These were Hoosier slicks. The Hoosier is well worn off. We had a guy open an indoor carpet track for 1/10 scales a mile down the road. Done. Get yourself a Slash and go run down there, pimp. I'm telling you, it's a blast. These tires are just worn out. I mean, the wheels, you can feel it. Like the holes are just tired. I pulled the car out of the garage so I could run the drift car. Yeah, I got to get that. I want to take that over to the oval track. I have that that Red Cat Lightning STR drift car. I think that makes some good shots coming around the bank because it's the oval's banked. It actually has. It's all completely banked. So I think that'd be really cool to see if I can get a good slide all the way around the bank. But we'll see. Got a lot of things I got to do. If you guys want to see something like that, you know, let me know. Because, I mean, I can move things around. Things can make it to the back burner and off the back burner. If you want to see more of the drift car, I'll bring that out. You want to see more buggy racing? I'm going to try getting out to them. I got an MST RMX 2.0. I have a nasty Losi 22 TLR. I have two of the 22 trucks. Carpet track, you're going to want a gear diff, though. That's going to be your problem. If If it most, I believe, because most of mine are kits, they came with the ball diff, and you don't want that on the carpet. Carpet track can be a lot of fun, depending on how well it's built. Because I've been on some carpet tracks where it seemed like they just got a real good deal on kicker ramps, and they were the most, like, they just sucked. Like, I mean, you hit the ramp, bam, 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 like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so rough on everything, whereas some places you go and it's butter smooth. You know, big jumps are fine. No, I have no issues with that. I love big jumps. It's just, you know, when I hit a jump and the wood is not, you know, it's like everything's just banging out before it jumps. It's garbage. I do a lot of carpet racing. I'm actually going to start working. I got to get a couple. I need about $100. I'm going to go work on the, what is it called? The my RC10B7, that buggy. I got to get a couple parts for that. All right. Got to get this shock off because the ball end is not even in the bottom of the shock anymore. What a good shock. Ball end's falling out. Mine's the 10 scale buggy. Yeah, I like TLR. I just don't like having to find parts for a TLR. It sometimes really sucks. If it's a common issued part, always out of stock. All right, where's my tire? Nitrosy Life, what's up, brother? I put techno everything. It wears out spurs, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, my 22 short course trucks are they're fun. I don't have any real problems with them, like anything I would completely say. But I mean, I've never really. I had a problem more with the. What hole is that in? 1, 2, third one out. Okay. The problem I had with the 22 short course truck was not with the truck. It was with the electronics. I have, it's got a hobby wing. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate that. About time. Yeah. It's a lot of work. Trying to get over the 4,000 so I can get onto the commercial stuff because they keep on, they show them anyway. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but during your lives, they, like I watch yours and they're still putting the ads up, or they'll show it directly afterwards. That should be your money. So if you're not getting it, they're robbing you. So I'd like to get it to where they can stop robbing me. Is that the right one? I don't think so. No, I put it in the wrong one. Wrong hole, fool. But yeah, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I would just take money from ads. Yeah, I don't... I'm on the fence. I don't know how I stand on it. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that donates. I really do. It's just... I'd rather be in their pocket than somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I'm not saying don't do it. Just we're gonna buy some nitro with that. We're gonna run it, but I don't. I think what did they take 30%? They didn't earn that. I earned that. But you know, can't fight the machine. It is what it is. Yeah, YouTube takes, I think, 30. So you get 10, they take 3, you know? Got to pay to play, but that's what you get. All right. Let's give this thing a once over. Anybody ever show this to anybody? Like actually what it is? It's a big piece of shit. But like I said, we just run at a boat launch. It's a homemade track. A bunch of us come there. We beat the shit out of our stuffs on a Friday, and that's pretty much it. It's a Castle Mamba X. It's kind of tired with a Castle. What size motor's in this thing? 1406, 5700 kV. Personally, I believe in free entertainment. That's why I never ask for donos or channel members. I want YouTube's money, not the people's. That's exactly where I stand with that. I stand with that. If they want to show, you know, an ad on my time, I'm using their server, go ahead. What are they paying you? I mean, a half a cent an ad? I mean, it's not, they're making money on that big time. But I mean, as far as taking it from your donations, I think that's ridiculous. But back to what I was saying. It's just a Castle Mamba X with a decent motor. The motor's tired. Upgraded axles. Still just using a Traxxas servo saver. Aluminum racks. It's got aluminum C-hubs and stuff. I got them cheap, so I run them. Aluminum shock caps, just so they don't pop off. It's on a black LCG chassis. It does the job. It's a good time. Could be faster. I could put more money into it. Could make some modifications. Not gonna, because someone's gonna smash my door in anyway. All aspects, what's going on? I'm never doing channel members. It's 50%. I don't think it's 50%. I think it's less than that. Or no, you might be right. I'm trying to think. It's like 7. No, it's. No, I think it's 30 because I got like $7 or $8 the one day, and I ended up with like $4.80. 50% I've been paid for. Oh man. Well, I was kind of bummed at 30. What the hell? 50? Oh. Well, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, you ain't gonna do anything about it. They can tell you, we'll just shut you off. Yeah, I haven't made enough to get paid. This will probably put me over that $10. And then I guess I got to fill out some paperwork or something with them. I don't know how it works. I've been asking OG how it works because he's been slightly ahead of me and he's been figuring it out. This is even funnier. If you look on this side, I'll show you. This is how much I care about this. Let's see if we can get a good shot on it. You see the steering rack on this side? It's a green part. Then if you look on this side, can we get a good shot on it? Well, it's hard to see because it's dark. It's blue. So, I mean, I've even hacked together parts because I'm not buying shit for this thing. Because I could take it and put the fastest motor, the fastest ESC, get the best setup on it, and someone is still going to get into my door. I mean, look at this thing. Literally, this is the thick version of the McAllister Ascot body. And, I mean, I prepped it good. It's blowing paint off it. Yeah, I'm not worried about the pay cycle. I mean, I know after you get like $10 in or something like that, then you have to do, they send you paperwork for taxes or something like that. I haven't hit the $10 yet. What was I going to say? Yeah, the paint's blowing off it because, I mean, they smashed the shit out of it. And this Lexan, this thing is thick. This thing is a beast. And, I mean, it's still, front end's cracked. Bottom is chewed up. There's burnout marks on my roof. Look at it. I got more than a Talladega stripe on this side from tires. So this thing gets repaired and nothing more. That's it. Yeah, the monetization thing, I really didn't care for it. I didn't care much about it because obviously you ain't gonna make any money off this unless you're thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of subs. You know what I mean? I don't see my channel being the next, you know, like Mark Santa Maria and stuff like that. He's on a different level entirely. I am not quitting my day job anytime soon. Let's put it that way. But with those being said, I mean, if they're going to give me if I can make a couple of bucks a day off of those ads that they're going to put on either way, send me the money. Other than that, I don't care. Rocky Perry Jr., what's going on? We're just hanging out, chilling, doing some repairs on the boat launch car right now. We just put some brand new skins on the, what's it called? Some brand new skins on the Nitro Slash. Got that done. Pulled the GPS up out of it. I scored on eBay the other day. I mean, if you can consider it a score. Anybody remember I bought... Now I'm in a different spot. I got to figure out. I bought these because they were cool. They're just a old school Proline spinner set that they used for their 40 series wheels. I'm gonna use them on something. I got a cool idea I want to build. But they only had one pack, so I bought one pack. So I went on eBay and just came through your neck of the woods. My neck of the woods. Whose neck of the woods? Anyway, I went on eBay, and these are actually quite expensive. They're still available if you want a set on eBay, but they're like 30 bucks a pair. But the catch is, they only really work with the 40 series wheels, and the 40 series wheels, when you're looking for tires, basically you have a choice of like Big Joes and Big Joes. There's really no tire selection. There's nothing new. So everything you're using is going to be old stock or used. So either you're going to pay out the ass or you're going to get ass. So anyway, I digress. I go back. I need to get another pair. I only have one pair. So I go and I order them. I see a set, 30 bucks shipped. It's a couple dollars cheaper than the rest. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Yeah, I'll buy them. They sent me 2 sets. So now I have 3 pair. So now I got to find another pair so I don't have an odd set. That's going to drive me insane. But yeah, I got 2 pairs for 30 bucks. It's like, hell yeah. Savage on spinners. It'll fit Savage. It'll fit Max. I'm sure it'll fit a whole bunch. Will not. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have something on spinners eventually. We're gonna wait. I gotta find something else. I don't have anything right now that it would fit the build very well. But all aspects saying hi to the pimp. Yeah, everybody. Dude, that's funny. Answer exactly how my life's going on. yeah. All I'm trying to do is just, I match a pair up. What do? He sent me a full pair. Hey, that was a great deal. $15 for those? I'll take those. That's a good deal. What else do we got to do? All right. Can I do the exhaust? I can't. It's not really worth doing the exhaust on the Savage. All right, let's turn around. Let's see what we got going on here. Could do that. Yeah. Let's do that. Where did I put it, though? It's right there. All right, let me put this in the bag. Let's try it. We're going to do something else. All right, everybody. Who all has one of these bad boys? These things are fantastic. I love them. But last time I was out with this thing, it was just running like shit. Something was up. I don't know if I'm barking up the wrong tree with this, but here's our thing. On our way back from Boston, came through Pennsylvania and thought about you. Yeah, man. Hopefully you went as quick as possible because Pennsylvania is a hole. Just get out of here. The MT2 had problems. This is what the other video I had, Nitro Pimp, that GoPro made a shitty Charlie Brown episode out of. What'd you say? What's up, Brett? I'm currently working on my Firestorm. Very similar. Yeah, very similar. This one here is just a single speed. When I bought it, the T15 was bad. Like almost all T15s are bad. I don't think I've ever bought one that was good. But now, this one I took the hard road and I put the G3.0 in it. The problem that you have when you go from a T15 to a G series, if anybody's familiar with the All aspects. I sent you that card. Did you ever get it? That's a good question. The problem that you have when you switch these over. All right, let me go back to the history here. The MT2 and its cranks are, that's not all that's different. Yes, but yes, cranks are different. When you if you buy a later version of this, they actually came with the G3.0. The problem with them is if you get one with the T15, the T-Series engines have the motor mounts built into the bottom of the block. You do not have a traditional motor mount. What you have is 4 screws that go through the chassis into the block, and you have to have a set gearing. You cannot change gearing because you cannot adjust mesh. Now, if you go over to a G3.0, they do not have those provisions in the block. You have to use a traditional side mount. And just for some reason, I mean, whatever, they do not line up. You cannot go and just use like I explained all this in the morning's video. There you go. See? Pimp knows what I'm talking about. You cannot use a traditional, well, maybe here you go. I'm going to add to it. Like if you say, okay, well, this is RS4 based. I'm going to get the side mounts from an RS4. It won't work. Will not work. It sets the engine too far back. This has a special mount right for it. You have to find it. I found this mount in Canada. I paid, I think it was a proper price. I'm not going to say this one wasn't too bad, but I paid good money for it, and they are hard as hell to find. I don't remember the part number offhand. You'll have to do your own homework, but now I have adjustment. I can adjust gear mesh. You can use an SS mount on the T17. Yeah, this is the G30 on the T15. Do you mean you can use the SS mount from the T15? I don't know. I didn't have an SS. This is a base model. This is not even an SI. I just paid $52 for an aluminum front bulkhead for Firestorm from Canada. The Canadians still got parts, man. I'm telling you. So, what was I saying? So, in order to change that, you have to get this special motor mount. I think I paid... All right. It might be the same mount. No, that don't make sense. Because the T15 uses the bottom mount. Why would it even have a side mount for an SS? I don't know. Red Cat SB mounts work. No, they don't. No, they don't. I have those mounts right over there because I thought the same thing. This is a whole cradle style mount. Yeah, this goes all the way down under the engine and everything. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, it still has the ears, but the mounts are short. And they won't sit right. The Firestorm has a T15 and has motor mount. Rotary carb. Yeah, this is a rotary carb as well. But I ended up having to buy the mount because you cannot. I tried. I have tons of side mounts over here. None of those would work. It kept on putting the engine back too far. I even tried to mess with them to make it work, and I gave up. I bought the right part. I wasn't playing with it. But also, the benefit of running the G3.0 is honestly, it's a brand new engine. It's a better engine. I had to use, let's see here. What did I use after the show? All right. I had to, Brett said about the crank. The crank is different. The T15 uses a short style crank with a extension on it, like that comes off of the clutch nut. Whereas the G3.0 is a long shaft. So none of your clutch parts will work other than... I don't think any of the clutch parts work. Because I'm using a flywheel. The flywheel came from the a WR8. The bell came from a WR8. And I went up a couple of teeth. The clutch shoes, I think I reused the clutch shoes. I might be wrong on that. None of the bearings were the same. Total pain in the nuts. Total pain in the nuts. Okay. So what the problem I was having was this thing was running like absolute dog shit. It was bad. G3.0 is recommended for 20 to 25% nitro. I was running 30% Ryan Lutz blend because that's what I had. I worked with the tune a little bit. It was just horrible. And I don't know, maybe the glow plug is starting to go. I might have to look into that. We'll check that here. Let's do that today. But fuel tank is wet. Like, it's just wet all the way around. I don't believe the tank doesn't seal. But also, this is one of those fine tanks that has the primer built into it. And we all know what those primers do. They prime and they leak. So I think what I was having a problem was, like, how do I explain this? All right, from a tuning background. If you don't know anything about tuning, I'm probably going to lose you here, but we're going to try it. Up top, I would take it, and it was running way rich. It would run a little bit rich. So I took it, and I took a couple of hours out. Tried it again. And after a while, I'm running it. I would have that thing wide open. Carb as open as can be, and it was just flat. Just, you could tell it was way too fat. So then I take another couple of hours out of it. Cleans up a little bit, but after a couple of laps, do it again. So usually when that happens, you're way too rich. So then I started taking out 1 hour increments. I took out another hour, and it cleaned up. It felt a lot better, but then as soon as I would get out of it, you get that Chewbacca sound when it was decelling, so you know you were lean. So I gave a little bit on the bottom. I richened it up. And it actually popped. It won't idle worth a shit. It was just bad. Like, it was running horrible. But I think this tank has something to do with it. Because it would go from, I'm pig rich, I don't want to run, to, okay, I want to run, but now I'm lean. And I mean, it was a difference of an hour, one way or the other. I could not catch a tune on this thing for shit. Which could be one, I could have an air leak. It's a brand new engine. I'm hoping I don't have an air leak. It could be the tank has got an air leak. I got a tank for it. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see what it does. Or it didn't like that 30%. That's a possibility. Or glow plug is a piece of shit. Do we have anybody with any ideas other than what I came up with? That's the only thing I could come up with. It's either glow plug is going shitty. My tune was off. Check the muffler too. What about it? Muffler's fine. It's not clogged. It's hooked up right. We're not losing air pressure. I got plenty of exhaust pressure. You can expand on that. I'll take a look at it. We're here. The tune just didn't like it. Or I got a fuel tank. But I was able to find this. Pretty cheap too. 87021 fuel tank, unfortunately, with primer. It's plastic. They come apart. Yeah, no, the what's it called? The pipe's good. I would love to find me one of those purple ribbed for her pleasure pipes for this, but I haven't really looked too hard. Yeah, because the one time I... $15 liquid RC. They have them? Maybe I'll take a look. Are they the legit ones, or are they just, you know, China shop knockoffs? Because I don't know about them. I don't know about all that. But, all right. I think I'm going to... Let's pull the glow plug. Get all this shit up out of there first. Let's pull the glow plug and see. Fuel tanks. Yeah, it was cheap. I got it off eBay. I didn't get it from a site. But yeah, 87021. It was cheap. I'm like, you know what? Let's just... This thing is really that nice. Like, the wheels have a little bit of the chroming coming off, and the body is really nice. One of the stickers is missing. It needs cleaned. But, I mean, this is a really nice truck, so I don't mind putting a few cents into it. So, I'm going to put a new tank in it, I think, anyway. But let's pull the glow plug. Do I have an igniter down here? I'm sure I have something. Something that has a charge in it. Let's pull the glow plug and take a look at it. 15 tanks on the wall. Yeah, I have an RS4 as well. That's going to hit the oval track for sure. You're going to keep the washer. Okay. It's not wet or anything gross. Let's see if there's any charge left in this thing. Whoa! This thing's shot. It looks good. This igniter is probably really low, but I don't think there's a problem with that. It's just this igniter. I don't use it anymore. My Protec's upstairs. So we're going to say that that's okay. Put her back in. Okay, cool. All right, let's replace this tank. I don't understand. I think the lid might be leaking or something because I didn't spill anywhere near as much fuel that's there. Let's put it that way. Where are we at? Yeah, this is the one I figured wouldn't give me any problems because, like I said with the other ones, I want to make sure that they shift and they do everything that they're supposed to do before I say, all right, this one's good. I'm going to tear it down, clean it up, and it's going to hit a certain shelf. So that way we know that this thing is good to go, nothing is needed, and it ran like shit. This is the one I figured to be the easy one because, well, it doesn't have to shift. It doesn't have to do the other things that that monster truck did. Fuck you. There we go. All right, I'm not going to throw that out. I'm going to hang on to it in case that was not the problem. I'm sure I can use it somewhere else. Let's clean this up a little bit while we're in here. Freaking leaves everywhere. Yeah, I was actually surprised these tanks are still available. And at that price, they're cheap. Probably easier to do this. Okay. We're on the muffler. How did I have that routed? What a pain in the ass this is. All right, we're gonna have to modify the fuel line a little bit. Nope, I screwed up. I screwed up. That's why. We didn't have to modify that fuel line, but we have more. Okay. There we go. Just like that. And this has to go here. Okay, cool. Figured that out. Oh, wrong hose, fool. Alright, let's get this bolted down. Maybe I'll throw a little bit of fuel in it and see if we can fire this thing up. Try to get an idea. Is that an MT1 or an MT2? This is an MT2. First style. T15. There we go. It's amazing how quiet these are too. If you have a place where the neighbors get pissed off easy, this thing is the one you want. All right, let's take a look at the bottom of the lid on this thing. See what the seal looks like. Well, it's a nice seal. What's this one look like? No, man. Don't look terrible. All right. So what do you think? I'll go upstairs real quick. I'll get my good igniter. And we'll see if this thing will light off. I think that's the move. Let's see if I can get an idea what the hell we got going on. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my igniter. All right, that's dead. There's the igniter. Yep, all out. Another spent one. How much was this one? Nah, no tag. Like 18 bucks. Oh, everybody loves these. This is a freshie. Hey, that new? Huh. VP can here. doesn't have a screen. These ones have a screen in it. That sucks. Why did they do that? How are you supposed to stick this in there with a screen? Look at this. Put a screen in it. This is the right shit, right? 30% Ryan. Yeah. Anybody else ever seen that? That's a new one. No, actually, that should be enough. What a pain in the ass that is. Why did they do that? I might swap cans. All right. Put that out of the way for now. It's a nice thing, man. These tanks are so small. You put that little bit I put in there, that gave me almost a half a tank. Let's get the radio. MT2. These batteries are going low in this truck. I'm going to switch these out. I wonder if that might have had something to do with it. Maybe the lower battery voltage. Maybe it wasn't opening the throttle all the way. Or maybe it just didn't have the power to keep it held open. Is that a possibility? Either way, I don't want to run away, so let's change these out. There we go. Let's tape them in. What's up, Rynks? Urban Legend, what's going on? Finishing up that last job before it rains. I bought that wheel cleaner, by the way. I'm going to try that maybe tomorrow. I have a feeling the finish is just shot on those wheels. I might have to have them powder coated. There's nothing I can do. The Hawk brakes destroy them. See, look, I got another pair of them right here. My car has the Brembos, so you gotta have the better. They always have to have decent brakes on them. Hell is that from? All right. Shout out to the 8. Yeah, we're doing a random today. Just hanging out. Everybody here probably already checks in, but Urban Legend does his thing Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Make sure you check him out. Good crowd usually. It's usually a fun time in the fun zone. Okay. Let's see what it does now. That seems a lot better. I wonder if we're having problems just with the servo not opening, because like it was stuttering before. Now it's money. All right, well, we got fuel in it either way. Let's check out this new primer and see if it'll do the job. There we go. Fire and hole. See what it do. Come on. That's what it was doing before. Alright. I'm tired of slapping myself here. Let's turn the idle up a hair. Why? I'm getting fuel out of her. Why is there fuel leaking? Alright, we may have a different problem. Let's take a look at this. I wonder if that fuel line's just too big for the outlets on this thing. It's definitely coming from there. What a mess. Okay. What do we got? Okay. See if I have a different size fuel line. A whole roll of it, but it's that size. No. What do we got? We gotta have some fuel line. I think I do. I do have fuel line. A little bit smaller diameter fuel line. Let's try it. Could that fuel line be the issue the whole time? This is the fun stuff with the nitro, is trying to figure out when it ain't right, mechanically, what is it? It's not like an electric where if the motor don't work, we know why. It's either the ESC or the motor or the battery. With this, there's so many variables of what it could be. Okay, thanks. All right, let's try it again. Okay, see, it started that time at least. All right, start it up on the stand. And now it looks pig rich. I wonder if we were having a fuel pressure issue either from one, maybe the tank, or maybe that bottom line was just bad. She's flooded now. I don't know. I think that fuel line on the bottom is the problem. Okay. I think the fuel line was the problem. All right, cool. All right, we got a fire up out of the day. Could be worse. That's got to go in the recyclables. But yeah, I think that was the issue. The issue was, I think the fuel line on the bottom was much too large for the inlet of the carb and the outlet of the tank. And what happened was it just wasn't getting enough pressure. It was basically, I'd rev it out and it would leak. Ow. That was dumb. Don't touch the pipe. All right. So what do you think? I think we might be onto something. I think it's ready to go and try it again. Definitely going to work on the tune a little bit. But I think the problem with the whole time was that bottom line was just shit. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the rest of the fuel out of it for now because I'm not using this today. And then we will... Come on. Piece of shit Traxxas bottle. Yes, I complained about the Traxxas bottle. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Now I think I'm just going to refire it up. We'll run the rest of the tank out. Still upset about this frickin'... Why did they put a filter on this? I'll probably punch it through with a friggin' screwdriver and be done. All right. Let's fire it back up, see if it'll sit here and idle. Okay. Just on the bottom, I believe. Yep. All right, that's it. I'd say that was our issue. It can idle that long. Before it wouldn't idle worth a crap. If it idled that long and didn't die, I think we're on to something. So let's clean up here. If anybody else wants to say anything in the chat, let's get that done. If not, I'm gonna close up shop. We'll come back to this. We'll come back tomorrow. I got some stuff for tomorrow to do. Let's see. Maybe we will run the MT2 today. Just gonna clean up my tools. Shut this off. I'm not hanging on to these. Goodbye. Same with you. All right, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Thanks for everybody that donated today. That was really awesome. Now I can probably see if YouTube's going to bug me about the taxes stuff. Let's see what they do. I enjoy the game. We'll see what happens. So, all right, everybody. I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm going to go run something else, start charging some batteries. I'll catch everybody tomorrow morning. 11 o'clock usually is when I start going, Eastern Standard Time. We have a couple of things to do. What are we going to do tomorrow? We're going to check out that new Savage 21 that I picked up. Maybe we'll fire that up. We'll see what's going on. The Sen MT Spec 2.0 gets a new body. Get to check that out for the first time. And hang out, see what's going on. Check in with everybody. Hope to see what everybody did during the week. And that's it. We got a couple more parts for the T-Max. That's it. Like I said, A-Main held me up on that exhaust gasket again. So that's not going to happen. Other than that, everybody have a great day. I'll see everybody in the morning. And peace.